Thomas Tuchel admits Chelsea duo Hakim Ziyech and Kai Havertz are struggling to be decisive after Southampton win. Thomas Tuchel believes Hakim Ziyech and Kai Havertz are not in their very best shape, following Chelsea's 3-1 victory over Southampton on Saturday. We always try to do our best to bring the players in the best shape, but at some point after a lot of chances we have to admit that Kai and Hakim, for example, are not in their very best shape, Tuchel said after Chelsea's win over Southampton. It's maybe not even their fault, it's just like this in the moment. They struggle in the moment to be decisive. For example, we had a period after pre-season where Kai and Hakim were very decisive for us. Hakim was a key player in our preparation. Even in the first game we played against Villarreal in the Super Cup final, Kai delivered the assist for Hakim's goal. This is where they came from, but they lost maybe the belief or confidence. We will not stop to push them, nobody is angry at them, nobody has major concerns, but we have to pay attention to actual form and we need to win games. Today was a day where we felt we needed a bit of a mix of players who are actually used to our style of play, then we can have quick decisions because we knew about the high pressing and intensive game of Southampton. On the other hand, some players who don't feel the pressure so much and maybe do not have these high expectations to themselves and also from us, the expectations are maybe very high towards Hakim, Timo and Kai. Not because we want to overwhelm them with our expectations, but because we know what they can deliver and we want to have it. At a club like Chelsea, you need to be sharp every 3 days and fight for your place. This is what is going on. Thomas Tuchel explains decision to start Ruben Loftus-Cheek over Jorginho for Chelsea vs Southampton. Thomas Tuchel has explained the reasoning behind his decision to start Ruben Loftus-Cheek ahead of Jorginho for Chelsea's clash against Southampton on Saturday. The Blues Academy graduate impressed Tuchel in his appearance off the bench in the defeat to Manchester City last weekend, and was chosen to be brought on again in midweek against Juventus. And the 25-year-old has been entrusted to start, with Jorginho dropping to the bench as one of 5 changes made to the team that lost to Juve. Trevoh Chalobah, Ben Chilwell, Callum Hudson-Odoi and Timo Werner also come in, as Andreas Christensen, Marcos Alonso, Kai Havertz and Hakim Ziyech also drop out of the starting 11. German boss Tuchel admitted Jorginho needed a rest after being overloaded, while Loftus-Cheek offers more physicality in the center of the park. It's the first time for them to play together, Trevoh Chalobah, Hudson-Odoi, Loftus-Cheek, and I think they can show their qualities today, Tuchel said via Chelsea's Fifth Stand app. Callum has waited a long time, particularly to play in this position where he feels most comfortable. So this is a time for him to show this. We've gone for Ruben in midfield instead of Jorginho because we've overused him recently. He hasn't had much of a pre-season and he's played a lot of matches. Today we are facing a midfield that presses a lot, so we've gone for a midfielder with a bit more physicality in Ruben. Ruben also gives us the option to drive forward with the ball from midfield, he's very good at travelling with the ball. Callum and Ruben both finished the game in Turin well. We've made a lot of changes, but if you look at the team that ended against Juventus, it's quite similar with Ruben, Callum, Trevoh and Chile. I hope they feel confident enough because we need that today. We need to be brave and have quick decision-making to escape the press of Southampton. Timo Werner admits Chelsea were a bit lucky in win over Southampton. Timo Werner admits Chelsea were a bit lucky in their win over Southampton on Saturday, thanks to the red card shown to Saints captain James Ward-Prowse in the second half. Werner was thrilled to score his first Premier League goal of the season, especially after seeing one ruled out earlier in the contest through VAR. I was very happy to score and help the team, said Werner. In the first half it was the story of my whole Chelsea career in one game a little bit. It was obviously not so clear because it took the referee a while to make his decision. Maybe 50-50. We have to accept it, I had to accept it, and in the end I was happy I could score again and we won the game. It was a very important win after losing the last 2. It was a very tough game for us because Southampton did very well. We were a bit lucky they conceded the red card. It opened up a lot of space for us. They made it very hard to create chances, but overall we were the better team. Owen Hargreaves and Michael Owen slammed Chelsea stars' mistake during Southampton win. Owen Hargreaves has urged Ben Chilwell to improve defensively, while Michael Owen slammed his awful mistake for the penalty in Chelsea's 3-1 win over Southampton at Stamford Bridge on Saturday. Hargreaves thinks Chilwell must improve defensively if he wants to get a number one choice in Thomas Tuchel's team, but praised him for showing character to come back. When you make a mistake, you show the manager and he does just like that, the former Manchester United midfielder said. Defensively he's still got work to do, that's why he doesn't play as much. Michael Owen was also not impressed by the England international's challenge on the Saints youngster, describing the tackle as an awful mistake. He's got a great left foot, it's a lovely technique. It was an awful mistake for the penalty. But as Owen Hargreaves said, he's made up for it, it's just over the line and that was the key, he added. Southampton's Tino Livramento sends message to Chelsea fans after Stamford Bridge return. Tino Livramento says it was a pleasure to play in front of Chelsea supporters following Southampton's 3-1 defeat at Stamford Bridge on Saturday. It's a weird thing growing up a Chelsea fan and coming back, Livramento said. You have dreams of playing for Chelsea here, but it was a pleasure to play in front of everyone, not only our fans but the Chelsea fans as well and my family. It's a shame about the result, but I really think we can build on this and I'm looking forward to getting back after the international break. Speaking about Livramento's departure before Chelsea's win over Southampton, Tuchel said, "Yes, of course he was highly rated, we did everything to keep him here, to show him his future and his possibilities to compete for a position in our team. He decided to go, that was his decision and you sometimes have to accept. There are not hard feelings because we can show him possibilities and then it is on the player. He was of course competing with Reece James and Cesar Azpilicueta on the right wing-back position. I think it was an ideal position to fight because the group wasn't too big. There was a big chance for him to make it all the way. He decided to go and it's fair enough, we wish him all the best. We saw the potential, he decided to go another way and fight for a place at Southampton."
That is on Chelsea News today. If you like the video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Thank you very much. Goodbye and see you by tomorrow news.